9.7%. That's why, India property now is shooting like a nobody business. But the day it collapsed, I tell you, a lot of people will jump down as well. Price collapse, human being also collapse, also jump down. Okay, Russia is 8.1%. Brazil is 5.63%. So if you look at it, our BRIC on the average is about near to 6% up to 10%, which is very high range inflation. All right? And we are still okay, we are still in a range of 2 point something to 3. People really complain. But what happens if now you look at those countries, people are paying 2 times the price we are paying. All right? The salary they have, probably 5,000 to 2,000 RMB. Okay, so inflation is a big killer in the market. All right? That's why I want to emphasize this. When there's inflation in the market, property price go up, vegetable price go up, potato price go up, egg price go up, Rolex price also go up, everything price go up, car price go up. Make sure your salary and bonus is going up as well. Okay, I heard bonus coming up, right? Chinese New Year, right? All right. So pray hard that you get something from your boss. Okay? So if inflation is coming in, but there's no real growth, we will soon reach stagflation. Now you can see how scary it is. Okay? Just to mention again, as US dollar drops, what caused inflation? Commodity price go up, right? Which means now if we are confirming and looking towards the next 3 to 4 years, we are almost dead sure there will be an inflation coming in. That means all those commodity prices will go up. Am I right? So now let's do some filtering out. What are the commodities that we are talking about? Gold price. I already give you a very big hint. Gold price. Silver price. I don't talk about heavy metal because you guys won't go and buy copper or iron. Okay? Crude oil. Okay? Coffee. Very soon you're going to pay more for coffee. And the other one is crude palm oil. Asia is a palm oil producer. Palm oil price is going to go up. Palm oil is very used in biscuits, soap bar, a lot of things can be used by CPO. Alright, but all these basic necessity price will rise very soon. Okay, demand from emerging market. Why they are known as emerging market? Because today in Brazil alone, there are 280 million population. In India, it's 1.5, 1.6 billion. Okay? Russia, I think, is close to about 3 to 400 million. China is 1.3. You just imagine why they are emerging market. Because of this population size, okay, the moment everybody say in that country, I want to eat 5 meals a day, I tell you the food price will go up. Do you know there's a saying that people say, in China, if every family drives a car, the whole world today got not enough crude oil. Then I said, why don't you say if everybody in India also want to drive? Then how? India and China, then we just say, hey, I also want to drive, not every family. Yeah, so you understand now the demand is so huge once the emerging market wake up from sleeping. Alright? So demand from emerging market will drive inflation. Then the next one is political power of OPEC countries. OPEC country means what? Oil and petroleum exporting countries, which basically are the Middle East. These countries basically are the producer and exporter. They control the oil price. The moment they cut supply, the oil price goes up. As I mentioned earlier, once oil price goes up, what will happen? The whole world will trigger into inflation. All these are factors that will trigger into inflation. Do you know during the crisis bottom when oil price broke to $35 per barrel, you know how actually the oil price reversed up to 60? The OPEC countries said for now onwards, every day we will cut 1.5 million barrels of production. That means they just cut down the supply. So when there are no supply in the market, demand dries up, everybody will pay for higher price. And they can still do that again. But by the way, the Middle East country always said, I think the oil price must be about $100 in order to be quite market rate. But today, if my home can produce oil, I think 150 is a market rate. So they actually control what price they want. But that will actually indirectly trigger another series of inflation in the next 1 to 2 years into the market. Okay, next one. Rising world population. According to the US United World Population Council, okay, by statistic research, currently in the whole world, we have estimated 6.1 billion population. 6.1. In the year 2050, that means another 40 years from now, expected 9 billion people, or maybe up to 10. I don't know. But they say minimum is 9.1, which means from 6.1 to 9.1, another 3 billion population. I don't know where the people come from. So many people making babies. But do you know that at this current moment where we got 6 billion population in the world, do you know that we are very lucky? Only 1/3 people have food. You all don't know, right? You go internet and search. 2/3 of this world population people are not having more than 1 meal a day. Do you know that? That's why I hate people who waste food. No? People always don't eat food. Children, I will scold one. Even though not my children, I will say, hey, finish. They say, you're not my daddy. I say, I'm going to tell your daddy. I say, eat. Don't waste food. So, please don't waste food. Food are very precious. Those who eat beside me, they always realize that I got one habit. I take what I can finish. Okay? Especially go buffet. Just now I got no food. Okay, you just imagine currently 2/3 of the world population got no food. Already no food. What will happen if our world population increase from 6 to 9 billion or 10 billion in 40 years' time? Don't you agree more people got no food? So what will happen to food price? Correct, increase. That's why people who invest in CPO now, food price, I tell you, guarantee you will become the next George Soros, or no? Warren Buffett. Okay, so world population is another factor that will drive food prices up. Scarcity of resources on earth. When I say scarcity of resources, crude oil is getting lesser. Gold is getting rare. Okay, a lot of things are getting rare on earth now because resources are actually getting lesser and lesser. When resources are getting lesser, supply cut down, what will happen? Prices will go up. Alright? Then the last one, when inflation turns to stagflation because of no real growth, which is exactly what we are already now in this situation. Alright? So all this make only one conclusion. All the small road come out and come on board on the one highway where you are driving to where? Inflation economy. In the next 3 years. Anybody say, I don't agree, no inflation one, we can reverse back to 50 cent one miracles. I say you show me. No such thing one. Okay, so agree. So first topic you need to understand is there will be inflation coming. Then we go to the second topic. When inflation comes, what happened? Alright? Why US created global inflation? I mentioned earlier. Why they want to create and how they created inflation is by weakening US dollars. When that happens, okay, which I give you the equation, when commodity price go up, the whole will have inflation. Okay, when there's inflation, then there's a chance for US to recover. If not, they will always be a dead duck. US is now already in a dead duck. Trust me. Alright? Then who will be affected when there's inflation? As I said, BRIC. Okay, BRIC, the major 4 big emerging markets. Plus Asia as well. Over last 1 year, a lot of hot monies has been coming into Malaysia, into Singapore, into Thailand, into Indonesia. Basically these few areas, alright? And we have seen our stock indices going very, very fast. A lot of people have been arguing with me. Say every day you say, be cautious, don't buy. Every day market go up, I still make money. I say, how many years you have been playing stocks in the market? They say 4 years. One guy said 7 years. I say under 22 years. I have seen 91, how the market dropped during Desert Storm. How 95, the bull market just come down in one straight line. You don't go and pick bottom now, I tell you. Then during the crisis in 97, okay, 911. When the market goes up in one straight line, it will also come down in one straight line. The question mark is when. Alright, we won't know. But I would think high chance this year. Why? Okay, first of all, you have to understand who created the hot money. US. How they created? They have a good friend called Thomas D. LaRue. Print money. Print money then created hot monies. Then all the hot monies are being flow into the economy worldwide, especially in Asia with high returns. Alright? Then there's an inflation coming up. But by printing this hot money, do you know US now is in big deficit? Do you know how much US is in deficit now? some figures. Before George Bush stepped down, he actually implemented QE1, $600 billion US. Am I right? Then after that, when Obama came on board, he actually implemented a $700 billion US housing tax incentive over 6 months to delay the delinquent payments as a bonus, whatever, to all the housing, to prevent from collapsing. $700 billion US. All this money came from where? Okay. Then after that, 1 year later, which was year 2009, US actually, Obama implemented another $940 billion US worth of health care tax reform package. So 600, 800, 940, how much? 2.4 trillion. Okay, this is called federal budget deficit. That means they print money to suffice this figure. Alright? Then recently another QE2 came out. How much was that? 600. So how much? About 3 trillion. Okay. 3 trillion US are from printed monies. That means they are now already in this deficit. They need to cover back, I don't know how many years, 10 to 15 years. Okay? On the other hand, they have been selling government bonds to China and Japan to lend money over the next 10 years. External debt is 13.3 trillion as of October 2010, 2 months ago. So you will calculate how much? 13 trillion plus 3 plus is about close to 16 trillion. Which means any new American now is born already in debt already. Hey, I'm not joking, no. If you're in that country, you better watch out. That's why I have been keep telling people, don't look at US, don't waste your time. Okay, even if you can make money, I call that peanut money. Okay, peanut money. Look into another place that can pay you. Chinese called 一箱金一箱银. Okay, you know what 一箱金一箱银? One treasure chest of gold, one treasure chest of silver. Okay, want to know? Anybody want to know where all this will lie or not today? Yeah. I'm going to show you where, but let's go step by step. Okay, so come back to this. With a lot of budget deficit, that's why US now talk big. They say if this QE2 cannot support market, okay, this QE2 they're going to spend all the $600 billion until end of June this year. That means they have this objective of the package by 31st June 2011. They have to spend all $600 billion US. In Hokkien we call very Haolian. Spend, okay, to support the Dow Jones. Then they said if cannot, they will print QE3 again. But can they really do it or not? It's a big question mark. They are now in big debt. Okay, what will happen now if they cannot do it? That means Dow Jones will fall. When Dow Jones fall, it will not be like this. No? Because hot money is pull out. It will come like this. All the Asian stock will be like this. Alright? Which means after the QE2 expires in June, second half of the year, we have a very big danger in all the Asian stock market. But then again, I'm not asking you to hold the stock until June and sell. No. What will happen in the next 1 or 2 months if US got a natural disaster? People say, sure, no, got record or not? I don't know, I'm just guessing. I remember years ago, alright, you know China Shenzhen got a big earthquake, right? Do you know that 3 months before the earthquake, a lot of toads all came out from the earth. Then people all scared, right? Then all the fish all turned in the lake and died, right? Then a lot of worms all coming out from nowhere, right? In Sichuan. Then all the earth was infested by all the reptiles, all these funny things, right? Hey, who has read last week newspaper in US now? The birds flew halfway, just fall flat under the earth and died. One guy told me, maybe got thunder. I said, thunder bird will come down, shoot so many birds. He said, no, girl, thunder, the bird fly halfway. I said, it won't happen, don't be stupid. It won't happen. But why bird actually flew halfway and hundreds of thousands of birds just jump onto the highway, all the dead bodies. Alright? Then all the fishes actually overturn and just died. 300 over 1,000 fishes died. That means, okay, the earth may be sending some signal. I'm not trying to tell you there will be a disaster, but I would rather don't buy stock anymore. This is my conclusion. But a lot of people